EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Purdy. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Purdy from the gun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Lions.
First carry of the game for Bryant. And right away, he lost the football. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? And right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go, here we go.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. It doesn't always work out, though.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Bronco 80, Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Go.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. Purdy now to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got it in, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel, 75 yards. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
For Washington.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy. This is Jennings. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be second down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Okay, break.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. 6-18, 5 in.
Now Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down.
Here we go. Hey, check that. Street. 19,
Samuel going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Not quite enough for the first, almost. Give him 9 instead, so that leaves him with an enviable 2nd and inches.
Ready? Reload. 2. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18.
To throw is Daniels. Steps away. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Daniels looking to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing now is Daniels. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
21, 18, watch out. Uno.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Get set.
Purdy off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Jennings from 40 yards out. And the Niners are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach. He said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this pass. Prior to going out of bounds.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cut the race. Cowboy 80. Cut 19. Cut 19. Shot 60. Shot 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 Lion.
Back to throw. Daniels. Flushed out right. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
19, 18 Cardinals, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Torrance 17. Scoot.
A final shot before break. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Moving 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he will find his man, Samuel. Muscling free near the 40. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And down to the 20, he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Come on. 60, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Back to 60.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lane. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
70, Timberwolf. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw again. To the right side and caught by Singer. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
On the ready. Here we go. Shot. Back roll 80. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. On the screen, this is Eckler. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And that sack brings up fourth and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
For the Washington field goal.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
First and 10 at the 46.
Play action. Now Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really good play on the fake punt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Get set.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. McCaffrey is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 61 yards that time on the ground. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Retro East, 19 Lions. Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Daniels. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler from 3 yards out. And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Purdy to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And the 49er first down. First and 10.
Here's Purdy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Get set. Get set. 18.
Here's Purdy to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
To throw is Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Get it. 70, Timberwolves.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.